Yo, what up guys, Bricks5D here, and this is not my account. King Kami asked us to log into his account and make some changes, a few recommendations on his dungeon teams especially, and also the clan boss. He's currently on day 123, 123, nice number, which is just a month or so, or 2 months away from Seal the Drake. I would highly recommend you wait till you get Seal of the Drake before you try to push the spider to higher levels from 15 to 20, except you want to cheese it or have better champions that can control the spiderlings. But if you do not have good control for the spiderlings, I would generally recommend you wait till 180 to push the spider. But let's take a look at the team right now that he has going for the spider and see if any improvements can be made at all, or this is the perfect way to stay and farm, because no doubt you can farm 13, 14, 15. Remember, building your champions for dungeon 20 content requires you to have at least an accuracy banner, especially for the debuffers. So if you can farm 13, 14, 15 consistently and very fast also on auto, it will be hard to get any banners at all. You'll be stuck with amulets and rings. So a simple way to get those little, even if it's 4-star accuracy banner, you really need it on your debuffers. That's why a lot of people try to push the spider past 15 when it's almost impossible to do so without a control for the waves. But if you do have a revive, or you don't even have a stun set, which is all the things that you need right now. So let's take a look at what this account has for the spider. Earlier on, I suggested Apothecary as the lead, Alexander, Gaelic, yes, and who else? Vogot as the tank, and of course a cold heart. So this build, I was going for a spider team that just comes in there and keeps nuking the spiderlings, right? That's what you do from 11, 12, 13, 14. You don't care about turn meter and all that. You just try to make sure that the spiderlings, the boss has nothing to eat, right? Whenever he kills his spiderlings, he gains health. He heals himself a little bit. So you must make sure you bring in all AoE damage dealers to make sure that they take down those spiderlings as fast as possible. So Apothecary in lead will make sure somebody doesn't go down so fast. We're hoping that Vogot will be the targeted champion here, because everybody is in green, right? And then Vogot is right there to be targeted. I mean blue, then green. So he should be the targeted champion there, and he doesn't go down fast, especially when Apothecary is healing him, while the others go to walk and keep nuking the spiderlings, so the boss doesn't really eat them up that fast. Now this team, let me see if they are all built. I'll start with Apothecary first. Let's see which speed you're working with, because it's quite important to be really fast. 217 is a good start. There's nothing wrong with 217, but I am sure that your Apothecary could do better than this though. Well, I don't know how the gear on the account is, but 217 is a good start. For when I was at day 123, I was already at 250 speed. So maybe you've not been farming the dragon well enough to get more than this. So if I head over to the Hellhates artifact extractor, do Apothecary, let's see how much speed can actually come off this champion. Maximum build, optimize, sets. Now I don't want to select speed, I want to select any set first, but the start I'm looking for, I just want to see if you have the best speed on your Apothecary, because if he's very fast, this run will be extremely easier. And optimize, so I'm looking for speed, everything else is turned off. Let's optimize for speed and start. See, you don't have the fastest one. Now I don't know if you're using this champion in other content. Stats, optimize again. Let's just make sure. I still didn't select it. I wanted to select include lock artifact in case you have anything locked. Clear, start again. So I don't know if you're using Apothecary or you're using other speed lead in other content. So which other speed lead do we have on this account besides Apothecary? High Cartoon. So High Cartoon also has 160. So High Cartoon is not your and fastest champion. So I guess Apothecary should be your fastest champion on your team. So if I should put Apothecary at 256 speed, these are the gears that you need to take to make that happen. That means he's going to be stealing gear from almost every champion. So I'll leave this screenshot right there. If you want to take this gear from all these champions and put an Apothecary, he will get that speed required. I see that you have this champion built for the Scarab, and we talked about champions like this should not be getting the best gear when your other champions need it. I'm talking about this champion that is used for Scarab boss, shield guy. He places shield. What's his name? Metal Shaper or something. So I guess he can get scrap gear to get that done. But Apothecary should be the fastest champion. So you go from 216 to 250 something speed, which is according to what this calculator is saying. So that's the first change I would do on Apothecary to make him very, very fast. Because if you can boost your team, put the increased speed, he can heal anybody who is the spiderlings are attacking, right? Really, really fast. And you find the easier time in this spider. That's the first change. I'll show you the gear again that made it reach this amount. Now, if you do not want to go total, let me check for stats again and select only speed. Let's see how much speed. You'll find out that it might give us less than that amount. So if I do triple speed and optimize, the first one was 256, this is 245. So triple speed is not always the best. That's what I'm saying. The other one I did select that we did say that we use an perception set. Somebody might say, oh, why is Apothecary wearing perception set? He's not wearing it because he needs accuracy. He's wearing it is because it's the fastest gear in terms of substats on the account. That's why he's wearing it. Of course, there are other champions who would require it more than he does. So if you do not care about this, you might need to replace these two gears with something else, maybe speed. It may be about 240 or so, like you saw on the speed set. All right, that's the first change. Let's not take it too long. Apothecary, if it's changed to 250 something, what about your Cold Heart? I'm not going to be changing Cold Heart, but let's just make sure that she has enough HP to not be the target. Cold Heart needs a lot of HP. On the chest, is that HP? It is. On the glove, is that HP? It's not. It's not. So I think personally it's too early to start building crit damage on Cold Heart. That's what I think. When you build your Cold Heart to have crit damage like this on these stages, she becomes the target and she goes down so fast. So you do not want her to be the target except you have some control for the spiderlings. So if you do not have control for the spiderlings, I would not put crit damage right now. I'll put HP and maybe crit damage here. So here can be crit damage while everything can be HP. Or if you have crit damage here, you have to put HP over there. So she has to be one of the highest HP on the account, on the team I mean. So she's not an easy target. She does not have enough accuracy to place this. Her most important skill for this Cold Heart is to deplete the turn meter. That's the most important thing she's there for. What about the nuke? Yeah, we can't worry about the nuke right now until we are able to have enough accuracy to deplete the turn meter. So give her accuracy first before damage, because if you're doing damage then she doesn't deplete that turn meter of the spider boss, then she's not doing her job. That's what I think. Her priority is to take down that boss's turn meter to 0. That's what she's most known for. And the second priority will be damage, I guess. But if you do not have enough accuracy on her, try to rebuild this. Even if it means you have to put a perception set, 2 more perception sets here to make it happen, do so. Make it HP. So turn meter control, it doesn't matter if you can do this run in 5 minutes, in 4 minutes. As long as it's 100% auto, you can leave it on. So remember, we're trying to build a consistent run, not one that if your Cold Heart dies, the run will fail. Alright, that's for Cold Heart. The next champion we're looking at is Gaelic. He's built in his normal starter gear, which is all nuke, which is expected, and no much. He doesn't need accuracy, I guess. 180 speed, which is good. Crit rate, I didn't check for her crit rate. Does she have enough crit rate? Yeah, it's acceptable. And then for the spider tank, which is Vogot, he needs his accessories to be complete. You've not yet unlocked the last one, and gear is not yet 16. So for your tank, he needs to be 16. All his gear needs to be 16. Though right now 256k is looking like you built him just fine. So imagine when he has his final build, when all his artifacts is 16, then you see a lot of more survivability coming from him. Defense kind of low, but it's expected. If you're going to be using this champion for the clan boss, his defense needs to be about 3.5 or so, but not for this early brutal though. 163 is a slow one, no crit rate, no crit damage. 114 and 118 accuracy over there. See, now this is not a champion that needs a lot of accuracy. So Cold Heart has a higher priority in accuracy than a Vogot. His provoke will keep the spiderlings from hitting other champions, yes, but I feel like her accuracy is more required, I guess. I don't know. It feels like he's gonna be sitting there and be the tank no matter what, because he's negative affinity. So except you're going towards a different team, then you might want to bring it in. I saw other players using, what's his name, Geomancer as in the spider. It's awesome because he can just steal that turn meter. He doesn't deplete it, he steals it, so he has a chance to go again. So Vogot is a champion that can really just be there and make sure the spider doesn't take a turn. Just stealing that entire turn meter, putting it on himself, make sure he takes his own turn. This is spider 20, 15, 17, 18, 20, right? So it can take the entire turn meter away. So that's a cool one. I didn't think of him before when I was recommending teams, but he doesn't have an accuracy banner yet. That means for 15 he will be shot by 40 accuracy, I guess. So you need an accuracy banner, and that's why we need to farm the spider. Alright, so I've taken a look at their gears and make some recommended changes to Apothecary and to Cold Heart, while Vogot is looking good, but he needs to be maxed. The last champion we saw on the team, I think, is Alexander. Yes, he's in full nuke. Yes, this looking nice, enough crit rate. So we need him to just be, just depleting these spiderlings, and so they don't take a lot of turns. Normally you need a reviver, but hopefully with this tanky team we don't need a reviver. All right, 14 is already done for you, so I guess it's 15 I should be looking at. No, okay, it's not done. That's 14 we're looking at. Let's see if I can make this run happen, though this team's gear is not fully maxed yet, and Apothecary needs to be about 250 for me to be confident in this team and be boosting them up. Now for the later levels of the spider, I did recommend what's his name now, Apothecary, Amiga, Ultimate Gaelic, Vogot, and a Cold Heart or Ugo. So let's see how does this work. We do a boost for the speed. Now do you want to go with this AoE? Yes, because it's gonna be an AoE that puts decreased defense. What's his AoE skill also? This one. And Nook. I'm using it right now so they can bring it back around again when Apothecary boosts. I'm not going to use the provoke yet. I'm just going to go with my simple A1s because I don't want to provoke 4 spiderlings, I guess. Cold Heart. Will she have enough accuracy to do her job? Yes. So she did. And Vogot is currently being the tank right there, just as we expected. Let's see. Spider being attacked, yes. That's a lot of damage coming from this simple, which everybody's kind of underrated and nobody wants to build him. But he is working for you. I'm glad you put some faith in him and you used him in your team. Now I can do this provoke. I'll have a lot of weak hits because negative affinity. Ooh, that's a lot of provokes. And AoE damage right now. I'm trying to take down the spiderlings again before the spider can try to do any funny business. Vogot gets hit, he heals. Did I put Vogot at the end? I didn't really check his placement. That's an A1. Damn, we're getting hit a lot. Apothecary will get him healed to the full. Do we have an AoE coming up to nuke these spiderlings before they do anything silly? Do I want to boost or do I want to heal? I'd rather heal. I don't want my tank to go down. So that would have really killed him if I didn't heal him up. Can we get a nuke? Yes, we do have a nuke coming up. Awesome. So right now, if the spider takes in the, as in just tries to eat them up, it's not going to heal for full, like a lot. So that's what you have to do again and again and again until finally it's done. But if Apothecary was faster, I think the speed boosting will be coming up really quick, faster than we are currently getting it right now. All right, let me put it on full auto and see what happens if they do their right skills though. Okay, decrease defense, heal. Can I get a nuke? Now you have 2 turns when the spider queen does not eat her babies. So I guess this is the time for you to do all your damage, reduce turn meters so she doesn't take enough. And we don't have slow speed on this spider queen though. Vogot, if Vogot goes down, it's gonna fail. Heal reduction would have been nice. Can I nuke? Damn, can Apothecary heal this guy before he goes down? Can I get a heal, please? Yes, that's the heal. Is it gonna save him though? It did. Wow, surprising. But I don't want to use this provoke, but it's gonna kill some of the spiderlings, so let's just use it. Nice. I'm not really trying to freeze the spider, but turn meter control, Heartseeker, nice. So Vogot is tanking a lot, but I tell you, make Apothecary 250 something speed and then Vogot won't go down this fast. Also take Vogot's gear to 16 and then this run will be successful. So let's see if we can still make it though. If I can get one more Heartseeker from Cold Heart, I don't know who can tank until then though. One more Heartseeker from Cold Heart will get it done. It's nowhere close. That Heartseeker is far away. Can we nuke? A little. Alright, that's a huge nuke that we needed. Simple is gonna die. See, spider didn't eat a lot. So one more Heartseeker maybe. Two more turns. I don't think we can do it. I don't think we can do it. I hope Galek is targeted instead of Cold Hearts. She has one more turn. One more turn. Galek is targeted. Nice. That means my Cold Hearts, I'll put her full HP so she's not targeted. So I thought she was the lowest HP. I thought. So I was wrong. She actually has some HP right there. For others are being targeted and she is not. One more nuke. So close, so close. Can we do it though? Cold Heart doesn't have a lot of damage on this A1 or A2, does she? Apothecary, heal yourself. Now if he has enough crit, that heal might have taken him to full HP. So that's something I started doing on my Apothecary these days. I do give them enough crit to heal to maximum. And it's over. Once your Cold Heart starts getting targeted, your main damage dealer, it's over. But we were close though. You agreed with me that if Apothecary was at 256 speed, everybody would have been going for almost twice or 3 times the speed that we currently did this at. So make that change to this team and Apothecary will get you through 14. Now for 15, which affinity? 15, let's see. Red affinity. So I'll use this as an example. Or let me just put it in the team preset. I can't really put it in the team preset except it is on that stage. So your team presets are full. Let me see. For red affinity, of course, we want Vogot because he's positive, so everybody will be targeting him. But I really recommend you try out what's his name now? This dude, Geomancer in this spider. I really recommend. So for 15, I also went Nuke. So I'm talking about this way. Red affinity, Stagnite will be AoE also. Boss will do less damage. The Spiderlings will do less damage. You want your Amiga in there, decrease turn meter, and then your Cold Heart. Now I'm not bringing in your biggest nuke out in there, who is this dude, because I felt like in this stage you need more controls because the spider is a little bit faster. Where's the last person? Where is he? Vogot. But now instead of Stagnite, let's just do Cold Hearts instead. So you could bring in Stagnite if you want more AoE damage for the Spiderlings, but right now we are lacking decreased defense. That's why I wanted to bring in Stagnite. You could also argue for simple instead of, I don't know if you have him booked though. I don't know if you have your simple booked because his skill came out around a lot. So I don't know who will be the easier one. But for red affinity, they both are negative affinities and there will be hit, and you need somebody in lifesteal, right? So if your Galek is being targeted, since he's in lifesteal, he will keep himself alive. So half of the time Apothecary is healing him, half of the time Vogot is healing him passively from the hit that Vogot is taking from the provoke, and then your Amiga and Cold Heart are keeping that turn meter down, because what this team, the previous team, failed in is getting that turn meter really, really under control. So I also used an Amiga for negative affinity, surprisingly, but it works sometimes, but you don't want to leave that up to our RNG all the time, I guess. So that's the recommendation for Spider 15. I wouldn't recommend you push it to 16, 17, 18, 19 until you have your what's her name now? It's a freeze or a stun for the waves, for the spider, for the Spiderlings, I mean. Now this champion, what's his name? The Cheese Strat. If you really, really want to get to Spider 20, you could put him in here with trash gear with enough speed, right, to cheese this thing if you want to do it on manual. Or if you're really desperate about those gears, you can do it on manual. But you have to... No, you don't even have to do it on manual. With all this setup that we currently have right now, you could set Paragon to always use this skill, right? That's the skill that places unkillable. So Paragon could cheese this all the way. Paragon will be your spider tank. So if you do not want to wait for what's her name now, Seal of the Drake, right? You could use your Paragon and set him to always use his block unkillable, but he needs enough speed to go to make it happen. I don't know if 163 is the good one. Do I even want to test it? Let's see. Do we have damage for the Spiderlings? Cold Heart. I'm going to take out Amiga because this is 14. I want to try it again with this new team I just found. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Nah, I don't want to try it again. But I hope that he has enough. Let's see his stats right now quickly. Enough speed and less defense so he can be the target. Yes, good. Don't level his gear up more than this. Let him be the spider tank. You can do it with this. You just have to set that 163. He's faster than the Spiderling, so you can place the unkillable and always use that skill in circle. So this can be your spider tank. With these team presets, you can make him use that skill all over and over again, and that would be nice as your spider tank. So it will work. You don't need to wait till you get Seal of the Drake. All right, let me quickly take a look at the other teams that you have working for your dungeons. You talked about reaching Dragon 19 but not being able to hit 20. Hopefully by now you've done it. Let's see. Yes, you've beat 20, but it's at 14 minutes. Why is 20 at 14 minutes? That's a lot of time. That means everybody literally goes down. Again, what I find will help here is an apothecary at 250 something speed, 256 speed. Decreased defense is out here, which is nice. You have your what's her name now, Frozen Banshee for the final spider boss, and then I think Vogot dies. And once Vogot dies, everybody goes down, and then till Ugo brings them back, then the run continues. So that's a problem if your Vogot is dying. So again, his gear needs to be fully maxed. Vogot is not somebody that can be easily taken down when you have an apothecary in the team. So take his gear to full max and get him some, even if it's HP banner, even if you don't have that provoke going all the time for the waves, HP banner, put a lot of HP on him. That defense is still low because he's taking a lot of hits, but I see that you have the HP, let's see, yes, HP percentage and HP percentage. So he has HP, but just add some more stats to this and make him survive this hit, because this is a long 10 minutes. Dragon 20 is a long one, really long one. Does he have masteries? Yes, he does. So this is a clan boss build, I guess. And for Ugo is currently working on masteries. Let's see. Yes, full max, and this is the champion that really takes you everywhere and brings everybody back to life when they die. But I really suggest you do try Geomancer for these teams and see. I don't know about Geomancer for the Dragon team. I think it's kind of slow because it doesn't really do a lot of AoE hits. It does have an AoE, but it's not the main skill that is best known to be used. So the Dragon, 10-20 minutes, 10 minutes is too long. Just try to make sure you get Vogot up so he doesn't die. I think he's dying right now. And the 250 something speed for Apothecary can really help here also. Now, the two Nukas you need, the Dragon 20 is always this slow because your main Nuka, who is Gaelic, is not doing that much. Yes, we built him for campaign farming, but for Dragon, we find out that he's not hitting the waves as fast as you want. So that's expected. 4 minutes, at least 5 minutes is good time, so you can let it run, but 10 minutes is too long because your Vogot is dying, I guess. What else? You wanted me to also take a look at your, I hope you're doing Mino at 15. Yes, Mino 2 minutes is nice. Then finally you want us to take a look at the clan boss team. I'm checking Ultra Nightmare like you're hitting Ultra Nightmare. I don't think so. King Kami, you're currently doing Nightmare, 10 million per key, and you need 4 keys to get to the maximum of 40 million, I guess. So that's respectable. I respect the hustle. Stagnites, Apothecary, I'm not seeing. One champion I'm expected to see here is Geomancer. Geomancer is your clan boss king right now. I know you need to put him in lifesteal, of course, and all that, but I think Geomancer, he's gonna replace, I don't know much about this dude, so I can't speak about him, but Geomancer, Apothecary can stay for now, but if everybody's in lifesteal, you don't need an Apothecary. But I guess not everybody is in lifesteal, that's why you need him. Alright, I'll hand this account back over to you. If you want me to make these changes for this account, let me know. But if I was to build those spider things, I saw an HP burn champion right there, but because everybody says HP burn for the early stages of the spider is not, that useful, that's why you see me still trying to use AoE Nukas. If not, I did see a Gaelic right there, ultimate Gaelic, I mean, not just an ordinary Gaelic. He's chilling at your level 50. he's the best spider champion you have right now. That's just the truth, because he's the only one who brings an HP burn. Well, Geomancer doesn't count. That's single target HP burn. So this is an AoE HP burn champion who is gonna take you to spider 20 to 25. Well, I don't know about 25, but he's an awesome champion I used in my early levels of the spider when I had no other HP burn champion. So if you're still struggling with 15 with those teams I suggest this champion be your next one to hit 60, so he can come in there and place those HP burn on all the champions. The only issue is he needs increased attack, and you currently do not have anybody doing increased attack for him. So Gogorab is somebody who pairs well with him, so he needs to do increased attack on himself before he does the HP burn, and that's kind of slow, but it works. HP burn is going to do more damage, especially with a cold heart sitting there, with an Amiga in the team also to keep the tummy tat down. So that's one more recommendation I had to make for that spider team. I totally ignored him, but hey, I did see him. But a lot of people say for early spider team, just go in there and nuke them and get your banners and stuff. But if you want to progress 16, 17, 18, he's your man. And if you do not want to build him, Paragon is there for you to. As long as Paragon is taking the hits, right, he could just be burning. So that also works. You don't have to control them. All right, let me end it there. Remember, I'm available to make all these builds for you if you just let me know. I didn't want to spend too much time building it, or if you want me to do it off recording, I can also do that. And hopefully this helps you get your spider team progressing faster, and also make the dragon team a little bit faster also, which will in turn help to make the clan boss team also better. Thank you for letting me take a look at your account, but before we do end it, we want to see how good you're doing for the Great Hall. You did uniform for everything. This is not how you do it, bro. Nah, this is not how you do it. But I see what you're doing here with Cold Heart. I do see what you're doing here with Cold Heart, though. I respect the Cold Heart also with 4 getting HP up here, and that is awesome. That is really, really awesome. But I will recommend accuracy, because right now you do not have banners. I would recommend you put more accuracy, either if you're doing it currently for your Spirit Affinity. I guess that's the one you're focusing on for accuracy, which is nice. So Cold Heart HP and Spirit Affinity HP. I would recommend other ones also get 2, 2, 3, 3 and so on before any other ones. All right, good one, good hustle over here for this level of the game, and I'll see you in the comments. I guess you guys make any other recommendation that I would have missed out, or make any corrections that I maybe might have made in this video. Later guys, good night.